Oh, the bliss of maining a clan event clan where instead of having to spend a shit ton of gems, you need to spend like maybe 2,000 or so to get your 4th GR. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. Granted that you have a bonus skin, of course. Welcome, folks. Today is time for a clan fight challenge that has begun for DP Wave 2. Victor doesn't exist apparently, which is slightly concerning, but hey, at least we have Grand Gallop, you know, in X Gallop and everything, so that's pretty cool. I mean, I like both robots, but I do like DP a little bit more, so I'm not gonna complain there at all. As you can see, I already did some stuff already because it's actually kind of like post reset, and I didn't want to miss a daily, so just had to do that. But as usual, we're going to talk about the stuff in the event. The boost skins this time around are Enishi that just came out, Shoma, as well as Taiyo. So pretty popular characters. I feel like a lot of people like, especially the first three, so I think a lot of people probably have the boost skins, or at least one of them, which is obviously enough to actually like run the whole event. And then of course we have the cards up for exchange, which seem pretty good. Like, these cards pop up in the story twice, I believe, so I actually got a chance to read through most of them, I think, but we're still going to take a look at everything, and especially X Gallop, the GR this time around is really, really good. So first things first, we have X Gallop. All right, finally decided to load. So X Gallop got some really good buffs, honestly, like genuinely really surprised with how far they went with it. So GB2, and then this is the burst ability. So this is the keyword for Dimension Police, which basically means increasing the power of something to a specific amount. It usually refers to the Vanguard, but basically when the power like reaches or exceeds a certain like level, a certain power, right? So an example of X Gallop, it says when it attacks the Vanguard, if its power including boost surpasses 35k or greater, you can count almost one and flip anything in your G zone to gain an extra drive and draw one. And then if the power exceeds 40,000 or greater, then for that turn, for every face up X Gallop, like copy of this guy in your G zone, all of your front row rear guards get plus 4k power. And then if you have 2 or more face up X Gallops in your G zone, you can choose one of your rear guards and stand it. And if you have 3 or more face up X Gallops in your G zone, you stand another rear guard. So they straight up realized that X Gallop's original effect just does not work whatsoever in Zero, and we're like, you know what, it's a 5 attack deck now. And you know what? I'm all about it. Like, this is genuinely the best way to handle this card, because yeah, the original effect just didn't work. It was literally like on attack, buff your rears. Like, what is that going to do when my rears are swinging to intercepts, right? So I like it. I'm not complaining. 5 attacks in Zero is always pretty good. It is, you know, pretty hard to get, because on first try, like the first time you go into it, you're going to probably persona flip, and then you're going to get yourself the plus 4k, so it doesn't actually do that much. And then you're going to try it again, and you're going to have, you know, the 2 already face up, and then if you don't flip the last copy, then you stand 1 rear. If you flip the last copy, then you get to stand 2. But then you can choose to go into the stride again if the game goes on for that long and flip something else, and then you do have the 3 face ups, so you can get, you know, double restand. So it depends on if you want to go from like nothing to 2, or if we're gonna go 1, like 0, 1, and then 2 restood. So I think it's good. I think it's good. Like, honestly, the cost is still the same, so what can I say? I can't complain. It's a good way to do it. Good way to do it. Then we have the Omega. So this stride was a, like, why is this art so off center? Isn't that weird? Like, I don't think it was this off center in the TCG. It's really much like all this empty space. Interesting. Anyway, Omega says Vanguard Circle when placed if your heart is an alien. I don't think it used to have that restriction in the TCG. Count 2 and Soul Blast 1 and put one of your rear guards into your soul, and then all of your opponent's front row units lose as much power as the total power of the unit you put into the soul as the cost. So basically, if you put a, let's say, grade 3 11k rear guard into your soul for this cost, then your opponent's front row loses 11k power, and any rear guard that's power drops to 0 by this effect gets retired. So if you can keep like a grade 2 in the back row and then stride into this, because it does happen on stride, then you get to basically wipe out their front row and get 3 swings to the face. So it's actually not too bad. Sadly, it's restricted to aliens now, which I don't think it used to be, but hey, not too bad. I think it's a pretty good strike for what it is. CV2 might be a little bit expensive, but otherwise it's good. It's good. Zeal, the Zeal Legion. Oh my god, Zeal Propaganda is finally here. I can't believe it. So he legions with the old Zeal grade 3, so the one that, you know, has the right chain, and he says once per turn, when a card is sent to your damage, if you're in Legion, for that turn, for each of your units, your opponent's Vanguard loses minus 2k power. So technically, you know, you can self-damage yourself during your turn to make your opponent's Vanguard lose you know, 2k power for every one of your units. But when your opponent attacks you, and, you know, with a rear, let's say first, like Aquaforce attacks with the Diamantes, somebody their Lambros just goes boom, like on their turn, which is pretty good. It's once per turn, but honestly, I kind of like it, especially in that Aquaforce matchup. It's like, yeah, sure, ignore my intercepts. That just means I'm gonna have like 7 units on board because it includes Legion, right? So it's like, pretty good. Pretty good. It's kind of funny. And then his other effect is when his attack hits an 8,000 power or lower Vanguard, you countercharge 1, soul charge 1. So hey, countercharge in DP is pretty rare, so we take any opportunity we can to use it. So I think it's pretty cool. Zeal Legion honestly seems pretty alright. It's probably going to be a pretty fun like meme deck to bully your opponents with that Legion skill. I like it for that. I like it for that. I'll give into the Zeal propaganda for sure. And then unfortunately we have 4 triple rares for DP in this event, which is a bit yikes, but I mean it is what it is, I guess. We have, wait, is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sorry. 4 is normal, 5 is when it's too much, right? So Grand Gallop, GB2 when it attacks the Vanguard, if its power is 22k or greater including boost, then it gains +1 drive and you draw 1. So it's kind of the same as the original effect. I guess it's, I don't know if it's better in 0 or not. Like, you could technically afford to spend a turn without striding, but then you have to call down something that can buff you up enough to this level, so it's kind of odd to say. And Vanguard Circle, when your G unit strides, for that turn your Vanguard gets plus 5k power, and the following ability, at the end of the attack that attacked the Vanguard, you can count almost 1 to draw 1. So I think, I'm not sure if they got buffed or not. I feel like the draw skill had a different condition. The thing is, like, this Gallop wasn't really used in TCG much outside of like a one of, basically, because Gallop in general just wasn't that great. Like, most people just played dimensional rolls all the time in G until Gallop got really good support at the very end of G. So poor Gallop really didn't get the best treatment in the TCG, so I kind of hope his treatment is a bit better now in 0. I sincerely hope so. But he's alright. I mean, you basically get the 5k because you need it for all of your power thresholds, right? You're 26 by default on your stride, so this makes it 31 by default, so it's easier to reach those like power thresholds. Like, you know, Gallop needs a pretty big power threshold to reach that full effect, like 40k. You need another 9k to add to that, but includes boosts, so I guess it's not super bad. Another way to help it out is the Grand Volver, which, very important, has resist. Just throwing that out there. He had resist in the TCG too, but just throwing that out there. He's got resist, you know, just saying. He's got resist. Anyway, GB1, burst once per turn. If your Vanguard's power is 15k or greater, you may count lost 1. If you do, one of your other units and this unit get plus 4k. And then if your Vanguard's power is 30k or greater, then this unit gains the following ability. When the attack hits a Vanguard, countercharge 2. So it's pretty good. With Gallop, you'll be at 31 by just striding, and so you already hit this power threshold, so then you basically can, you know, just do whatever you want. Like, just count lost 1, spread some power around, make your rear guards hit over defensives, and then you also get to countercharge 2. So I think it's pretty good. Like, honestly, the Gallop support already looks pretty nice in Grand Volver. Again, resist is pretty nice. I like it. Then we have Grand Leaf. This was a PG that came out, was it at this set? I think it was this set, actually. So Grand Leaf is a PG, and of course it has to be used when you would lose. And GB1, burst once per turn. If your Vanguard is 30k power or greater, Soul Blast 1, and for that turn gain the following 2 abilities. At the end of this turn, this unit goes back to your hand, and Rearguard Circle, if your Vanguard is 35k power or greater, gets plus 4k power. So it's a 10k boosting PG that goes back to your hand, which is pretty nice. Like, I always say, these PGs that bounce back to hand are so nice in 0 because, like, the grade 1 space is so limited. You don't want to call most of it because it's your stride fodders, it's your PGs, and you have like 5 other spaces to, like, you know, pray that you draw into it. So all the bouncing PGs, I'm personally a pretty big fan of. I quite like it. So Grand Leaf seems good. Grand Leaf seems good. Then in double rares, we have the Grand Mantle. Yeah. So GB1, burst once per turn. If your Vanguard is 15k power or greater, count almost 1. For that turn, your Vanguard gets plus 4k. And if your Vanguard's power is 35k or greater, then this unit also gets plus 4k. So you basically get to, you know, make a chunky little 15k attacker. And when you ride it, you can count almost 1, so almost 1. Look at top 5 and add a burst ability card to your hand from among them. It's not really that great. I think it's, I don't know, you don't want to be putting this to the front row because you want your intercepts to be there. So it's a little bit awkward, but, you know, Grand Rifter is here. Grand Rifter is a pretty good card. GB1, when called, if your Vanguard is a grade 3 or greater Gallop, count almost 1, so plus 1, and for that turn, your Vanguard and this unit get plus 4k each, and then your Vanguard gets the following ability. When this Vanguard attacks your opponent's Vanguard once per turn, if the power including boost is 40k or greater, you draw a card. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like it. It's nice. It's a nice way to keep the power going and also make your rears strong. Like that's like consistently what this whole support wave has been, is like your rears are strong, so you want to restand them with the X Gallop, and you're also just giving yourself all kinds of like cool on hits with all the abilities, right? Grand Sub is the exact same. Once per turn, during your turn, when this card's power is increased to 13k or greater, for that turn your Vanguard immediately gains plus 4k power and the following ability. When the attack hits a Vanguard, you retire 1 points rear guard. So it's another one of those, you know, on like if you hit a certain power, you add an on hit to your Vanguard. The on hit retire, it's useful in some matchups, but honestly not like a crazy amount, especially with the resist running around. Like a 3 in the back row doesn't really mean much, you know. It's like kind of the argument here, I guess. Then we have Darwin. Darwin's a pretty spicy card. I've come up with some premium decks with this guy in the past. When placed from hand on rearguard circle, you can put one of your other rearguards into your soul and then search your deck for a card with the Zeal name that is the same grade as your Vanguard and write it. If you did, then you can choose one card from your soul that has the same grade as your Vanguard and call it. So you can technically do this to like basically like you set on the grade 2 Zeal of the ride chain, and then you just like re-ride the grade 2 Zeal, and then you minus power and stuff, and like that's kind of what you could do with it in the past, and like, you know, grade 2 game and whatnot. In this, I guess you can like re-ride the Legion and then re-Legion that way if you didn't draw the other Legion, I suppose. I'm not sure how great he's going to be in Zero, but I mean, it's a double rare, so I guess they knew what they were doing with him. Lady Skylark, yeah, Lady Skylark, that was her name. She was a promo, I think, actually. I'm pretty sure she was a promo. Ooh, she gives resist. I like that already. GB1 Burst. If your Vanguard is 30k power or greater, count +1, soul +1, and until the end of the next turn, one of your other rearguards gets resist. Damn. Just like that. I don't even need to keep reading. That's enough to win my heart over. And then if your Vanguard is 40k or greater, you can put this unit to your soul, and if you did, until the end of the next turn, that rearguard gets plus 10k. Ooh, wait a second. I can give something resist and make it a 19k interceptor? That can't be cleared? This sounds like a, you know, like I have to go through a lot of effort just to play Asha, but I kind of like it. I'm willing to go through the effort to play Asha in DP, if it means playing DP, you know. We got the Gallop crit, of course. Good card. Grand Hop, the starter, more countercharge. GB1 Burst, if Vanguard is 25k power or greater, you may rest this card, and for that turn give a unit plus 4k. And then, if your Vanguard is 35k power or greater, you can put this unit to soul, and if you did, you draw 1 and countercharge 1. It's the exact same effective thing as TCG, so distributing power, getting soul, and countercharging. Good starter. Man, a lot of these cards are very nostalgic, like especially these. Like this whole page here is like a lot of stuff from the DP extra booster, which I went pretty ham on back then. We have the Grand Bazooka. GB1, when the attack hits a Vanguard, you can choose 2 of your other units and give them plus 4k each. It's all right for an on-hit, not too bad. Then we have the Grand Gaudy. What could Gaudy be? Let me know in the comments. GB1 Burst, when this unit's power is... Oh, this unit's power is 20k or greater. It gets the following ability. If your drive check reveals a grade 3, countercharge 1, soul charge 1. Right, he's a Vanguard Circle ability, right. Then GB1 Burst, if the unit's power is 30k or greater, your front rearguards all gain plus 4k, and then Mega Blast, soul plus 6, count plus 4. For that turn, gain 10k, 2 drives, and draw 2? Huh? Mega Blast in 2022. I forgot this card existed. Wow. Well, luckily there's a Cray Elemental that makes Mega Blasts cool again, so that's surely appreciated. Then we have Elegance Feather. Grade 3 rearguard circle effect. When placed, discard 1. For that turn, your Vanguard and this unit get plus 4k, and then your Vanguard gets following ability. When the attack hits a Vanguard, draw 1. Sounds like, you know, our cowboy, so I'm fine. She's grade 3, so that's a pass for sure. Grand Fire, that's the Amber clone. GB1, when attacks the Vanguard being boosted, count +1 and give 2 units plus 4k. I see why it's a rare now. That's definitely not as great as it could be. Then we have the Grand Wagon. Once per turn, count +1, so +1, and then one of your units gets plus 4k. Used to run this just because, like, it's a 11k booster, basically, so... Not bad. I think it's fine. We have a Stand Trigger, Grand Scold. Rearguard Circle GB1, put this unit to Soul, then give your Vanguard plus 4k, and if its power is 30k or greater, sorry, it's like pretty late over here, then one of your other units gets plus 4k too. So yeah, it goes to Soul, doesn't go back to deck. I'm not super great on it, not super hot on it. Grand Seed, I think, has the exact same effect too. GB1, once per turn, when this unit's power is increased to 9k or above by your card effect, then for this turn your Vanguard gets the following ability. When the attack hits a Vanguard, you draw 1. So it's the exact same. Like you can give, it's the same thing where it's like you can swing with this boosting something and give a trigger power to this, and even if it's like while hitting, it'll give the draw skill mid-hit to your Vanguard, and then you'll still get a draw. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I always like to use that starter for that specific reason. We have the Plazum. When the attack is a Vanguard, count +1, and then give one of your give your opponent's Vanguard -3k. CB1 for that is a little bit pricey, I think. We have the Grand Vehicle. GB1 Burst, when placed on rear, if Vanguard's power is 15k or greater, gain 4k. And if Vanguard's power is, oh sorry, if your Vanguard is a grade 3 or greater Gallop and has 30k power or more, then your Vanguard gets +4k. So it's an extra power, like, you know, because you reach 30k by just striding over Gallop. So it's actually pretty free when you think about it, just having an 11k booster, so can't complain, can't complain. We have the Grand Chopper. When increased by effect to 11k power or greater during your turn, once per turn, count +1, and give 2 other units +4k. CB1 kind of hurts a little bit, just a little bit. And then the final card, oh, not the final card, hold up, we've missed the most important one. Grand Lady, pretty sure she was a promo as well. You can rest her and give your Vanguard +4k, and if your Vanguard has the burst ability, you can give another Vanguard +4k. That's really good. That's really nice. Like, I don't know, I think running this, maybe not on the big Gallop turn where you restand the whole front row, but on the any other turn it's nice. Like you rest her on like the left or the right, and you give power up your Vanguard, power up something else, and then you can still commit a booster behind your Vanguard to hit like extra big numbers and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. And finally, we have the Magical Inspector Torupe. When placed on rear, one of your other rear guards and your Vanguard both gain +2k. Congratulations. Very good. Excellent. Nice art. Very cute. For sleeves, do want to get these this time around, not gonna lie. We have the X Gallop ones, which looks pretty good once it loads up. There we go. Looks very nice. Looks very nice. And of course, Grand Beat, the critical trigger as well. So other than that, there's packs and skip tickets. So it took a while to talk about the cards because of course, this is my first time reading through majority of these, and I care a lot because, you know, Dimension Police, obviously. So I'm gonna go beat up Vanguard, and then we're gonna take a look at the deck in action against our opponent. Alright, let's go beat up Hiroki, and hopefully he goes into X Gallop so you can see, or you could hopefully goes into normal Gallop so you can see the animation, because good lord, I saw the animation and instantly realized that I will not be buying the Hiroki skin because good lord, it's not worth it. Let me tell you, it is not worth the money whatsoever. Save yourself from that, please. But, you know, we gotta play Night Rose today, because of course, this is the boost skin for the day, and I don't want to miss out on my boost. You know, boost is good, gotta make the most of it. Going first, so we have an extra shot at seeing the freaking skin. Excellent, excellent. Basic mulligan here. Honestly, we can nail the lazy, I think it's fine. No Night Rose though, what the hell? Excuse me, bro. That's a little bit problematic, but it's fine. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right. Apologies for you can see me looking sideways. I'm checking that my audio levels are fine. We're gonna ride up and just slide to the left, and that's gonna be it. So, Justice Raido. That's one reason to buy it. Another thing that I heard is apparently when X Gallop gets its 4th drive check, Hiroki doesn't say like 4th check. He just goes 1st check, 2nd check, 3rd check, drive check. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what happened. I don't know why, but it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Hello, can I have a grade 3, please? Like, huh? What happened? What is happened? Okay. Okay. Well, there goes Gallop, flying away at the speed of light. Here comes a Grand Fire. God, a lot of these cards are very nostalgic for me. Like, I remember really being passionate about Grand Gallop when it came out, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work. I was full on Hopium, slowly turning into Copium, slowly turning into, you know, not playing the deck anymore. But I really believed in the deck at the start, trust me. I really did. It was fun. Wow, that's a... Well, that sure is a grade 3, I guess. Sure, I'll ride it, why not? Why not? I will entertain you. If that is what I must do, I will entertain the opportunity of riding the freaking Ghoul Dragon, or Gust Dragon I think it's called. Swing, swing, swing Van, and we can see the best animation here. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. The greatest animation of all time of animation. Here it comes. Here it comes. The freaking, the noodle sword. The noodle sword, the helicopter. No! Are you kidding me? And they never reride. That's the thing. Y'all gotta watch my streams, because on stream we always, I don't know why this always comes up when we're doing story. Never saw a misride. Never saw a misride. There was always perfect. We always got to watch the noodle sword, but yeah, the Gallop animation is not great. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Alright, lots of power. Little things going on. You need 37 to reach it though. Slightly short. Could have used... Oh, you can... Even if you... that's not... if you gave it there, you could have drawn... What's the logic? Like, what is the... What does the AI think is the right move of putting the power on the standing rear guard in the back? Like, not even the one in the front in case you rip a stand. It's like, yes, I will put it in the front. Like, I am big brain. Humongous brain right here. Well, it's fine. We have a bone in hand. What do we even mill here? Serpent, I guess? Oh, there's Nitros. I guess we can get a Serpent. Lazy already have in drop. Maybe just stock up on Rooks. Yeah, let's stock up on Rooks, I guess. Can't hurt. Can't hurt to stock up on Rooks. Let's see. We could try something like this. Let's... Oh crap, I hollowed. Oh yeah, it's only called from drop, huh? Well, I guess it's no harm done. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let me just... It doesn't matter if I hollow him because he pops himself anyway. But I just want this in the drop for now. I'm like not playing well at all. I am playing terribly. I apologize sincerely. Okay. We're gonna do the swing. We have another lazy. Oh, I didn't mill a lazy because I'm idiota. Idiota, small brain. Alright. You got... Oh, no, yeah, Bone needs... It's not that I couldn't use lazy. It's that I don't have a Nitros Vanguard. They need Nitros Vanguard. So does Bone. That's what happened here. Okay. Okay. I see. Well, it's okay. I got 2 heal guards. Surely I'm not going to get smacked by the triple crit Gallop, right? Oh, he's not even striding. God. Man. These AIs never show off anything, huh? I feel like they used to. I feel like they used to show a little bit. I feel like they used to demo the deck a little bit and give you a reason to invest in the set and, you know, pick up cards and stuff like that, but feels like there's not much of that. It's like, do I discard my Nitros here? No. I go into a Nitros and I just use Bone because that's what we do. We use all of our CB wisely. Alright, there we go. Nitros. Stride. A lazy. Perfect. That's all I needed. That is honestly all I needed. We're gonna not hollow you. We're gonna use the other effect here. Put the Columbard in the drop. And then we're gonna use a... Could just get you out, huh? But I'm just going for the game here anyway. So might as well just go all the way. Might as well go all the way. Bada bing, bada boom. You can get hollowed. You can use your skill. We're gonna pop and drop. There we go. Just like that. No need. We're gonna swing here. And that's it. Just doing Nitros things and that's it. That's basically how it goes every single time. So yeah, no animation sadly. A bit unfortunate, but I'm sure there's people that I think there's... Doesn't Raigeki upload all the animations, I think, if I remember correctly? So I'm sure you can see it there. And all of its glory. Yeah, glory. Alright, so that's it. That is the new DP Clan event. I hope you guys are interested in it, because I personally am. I think I will try to build Gallop and do something with it. Don't think it's going to be like super high tier, but just because I like to play all the DP decks. And this is a deck that I used to really enjoy back in the TCG. I even had like 4 SPX Gallops and stuff. I was pretty dedicated, especially because it was like really cheap back then. So yeah, I'm going to try to make it work. I think the buffs do make it a little bit more viable. You know, emphasis on viable. So we'll see what we can do. But otherwise, that's me for me today. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. But otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.